La Llorona. Don't answer the cry narration. If you hear a mother crying by the river at midnight, don't look, don't speak, and above all, don't answer. In Mexico, they say the water keeps secrets, and one of them has a voice. They call her La Llorona, the weeping woman. Some versions say she lost her children to the current. Others say grief made her do the unthinkable, and the river took the rest. What never changes is the sound, a thin, breaking cry that rides the mist, searching, pleading, asking the same question over and over. Have you seen two children going home? The first story belongs to a rideshare driver. He had just dropped a passenger near the canal, windows fogged from the humid night. While he checked his phone, something tapped the glass. Not a knock, more like fingertips sliding. A woman stood a few meters away in a white dress soaked to her ankles. Her hair covered her face. She didn't ask for a ride. She only whispered, like speech forced through water. "Did you see two children going home?" He blinked. She was closer, without footsteps, without sound. He shifted into drive. From the back seat, a single drop fell onto the leather. Another followed. The seat was wet, as if someone had just climbed out and left the night behind. The second story lives on a broken video file. 4 teens filmed a midnight dare on an old wooden bridge. At first, there was only wind. Then the camera picked up a sob, so faint it sounded like a memory. One kid smirked and answered, "We hear you?" The audio buckled into a low, grinding hum, like something was pressing on the microphone from underwater. The footage shook. In the frame, wet footprints began to appear on the planks, one after another, pointing toward the railing. No one is seen going over. The clip ends on a single trailing cry that doesn't fade. It just stops, as if a door slammed shut on the sound. The third story is quieter. A family moved into a house by the canal. Every night at 12:15, their child's old music box clicked once and stopped on the same broken note. The mother found a tiny white dress on the doorstep, soaked and gritty with river sand. She called the police. Later, her phone log showed a strange entry. At 12:15 a.m., an outgoing call to her own number. She remembers hearing water in the line, like a tide rolling through wires. Ask around and you'll hear rules. Don't walk the river alone after dark. Don't say her name 3 times. And if you hear her, do not answer. Folklore scholars will tell you legends warn us where maps fail. Locals say the map is simple. The river is a thief at night, and thieves prefer talkers. 1 week after his first encounter, the driver took the canal road again. He kept the radio low, windows up, cabin light off. The cry rose without warning, not outside but inside, thin and breathy, like someone speaking right behind the headrest. His hand went to the door lock. He stopped. Slowly, he turned on the cabin light and lowered the window just a crack, letting the night in without inviting it to stay. He didn't say her name. He didn't ask questions. He spoke like a prayer. "I hope you find your way home, but not through me." The sound thinned, as if stretched, moved to the window, and then drifted back to the water where it belonged. He drove on. In the rearview mirror, the middle of the back seat glistened. One last drop, then dry. In some towns, people tie white ribbons to the bridge rails. They don't name anyone in particular. They don't write messages. The ribbons whisper in the wind like small flags for the lost, a signal to every passerby that the river keeps count. So if you're out at midnight and the fog sits low on the water, remember, not every voice wants an answer. Some only want a door to open. Tonight, let it stay closed. If you hear her, hold your breath, keep walking, and don't answer. Next time, Japan's Kuchisake Onna. Am I pretty?